in here I got 2 kegs. I got one off the top that I serve to a company, which is usually a beer that everybody likes. And then I got my special stash in here that I have a separate little. That's not for everybody. That's the one. That's the one. Like this is a Hefeweizen. I don't want it to go too quick, so I kind of hide it down here. A buddy of mine, a guy named Al. He's a shooter at Channel 2. Alan Flippe gave me a. He was a brewer at. I think he brewed at Ross Valley in Marin. And he started brewing it. He said, "You got to do this." And he said, and just like I'm kind of crazy, so I started. I just got into it, and probably about 3 or 4 years ago now. And it's a process, man. I mean, it's brewing. It's a bear. I mean, it's an 8-hour day. When a brew day around here, crazy, 8 hours, and it's nonstop 8 hours. And you get, for that you get 10 gallons of beer, and it lasts a long time if you're not giving it away. Mm-hmm. This thing's growing probably 4 inches. Well. Yeah, it's probably going 3 inches, 4 inches a day right now, and it'll go. I mean, and then what'll happen is, I'm gonna bring I'll bring guide wires in up here, and it's like a big Christmas tree. And then these things all spin. They rotate up the strings. They climb. They want to climb. Like this guy's super not happy right here because he's trying to figure out how to start going up. It freaks him out when they can't climb. So it wants to climb. This would be going much quicker if it was climbing.
What about the hops?
I got some in here. I got. These are, you can whiff on this again. This is sweet. These are 2 years old. These are in the cask. Those are in the,
nice.
Those are, I'll pull these out. And
it smells like heaven, Bill.
So good. These are all busted up cones now. Right. Sometimes I'll pop a head. These are all babies now, but I'll pop one in the top of a beer. It'll make any beer. Because it just hits you. It's just an aroma. It won't really flavor it, but it'll hit you. This is where I put my fresh grains. I get them in here at 158 degrees. I let them sit for an hour, hour and a half. Drain that out, put it in here, boil it. As soon as it boils, I put the hops in, the bittering hops. 30 minutes later, I put the flavoring. 30 minutes later, I put in the aroma hops. Cool it down with my wort chiller. That cools it down. Get that. I stick it in there. I'll put it with a hose. Cool it down to 68, 70 degrees. Siphon it into here. These are all pre-sanitized. Siphon them into the big carboys. Hit them with the yeast, and then let them go to town. Put a fermentation lock on it and let them go to town. The thing with brewing that's interesting is it's weather dependent. That's why certain breweries like lager beers are from the Midwest, Milwaukee. Because when you lager a beer, you ferment it at a very cold temperature. So they stick it in these underground, cool caverns near the Great Lakes and near Milwaukee, and so you could lager a beer. The ales are on the West Coast. Sometimes you get some people who maybe don't like beer, and they go, "Oh, give me one of those beers, it's great." I'll just reach in here, reach in here, and I'll grab some mainstream beer. I'll support for them because it takes they're not going to appreciate mine. Yeah. So I'll just give them once. I always keep a stock of just regular beers because it's a lot of work to make the beer, and it's not that they're bad people. They just don't know what the hell they're drinking. So why would you pour them a kick-ass beer when they'd be just as happy with the course?